Hello dear students, welcome to the platform of Teacher Educator. Today, let's have an orientation on seminar, a compulsory activity in your B.Ed curriculum. We are aware that in the first semester, you have total 6 hardcore courses and 2 EPC papers. Hardcore course 1, 2, 3 and 4 include 4 units of theory and a seminar. So, your assessment in these papers is based on your performance in the written test, based on your theory unit and your seminar presentation, at the same time your university examination. Unlike these 4 hardcore courses, SC5 and SC6 are half papers which include 2 units of theory and a practical activity and university examination. EPC papers are purely based on classroom activities and their documentation. Once again, focusing on seminar. All the seminar topics of these 4 hardcore courses are given at the end of the syllabus of each paper. Today, let me explain to you about the preparation of the seminar. Seminar is a meeting of people with a teacher or expert for training or discussion on a particular subject. Seminars can be conducted at class level, institution level, national and international level. At the higher level, the purpose of seminar is to bring out the best of researched ideas, reviews and findings to discuss on a theme with the purpose to carry out its implementation at realistic level. What seminar you need to work upon is a class seminar. So, class seminar is an organized, guided, learner-centered instructional technique which includes paper presentation by all the participants on their allotted topics, followed by group discussion and the feedback. Teacher, as a facilitator, helps the students to understand their roles in the group and individually. The duration of seminar will generally be of 1 to 2 hours. Now, what is the need of conducting these class seminars? Dear students, being 21st century teachers is a challenge in itself. Seminar is that activity which supports the development of futuristic teaching skills. Now, let me explain the significance of conducting seminar at class level. Any organizational success depends on the synergy of the team, means how much its team is able to work efficiently with most of the productive skills and being in their best human relations. Seminar promotes many of the soft skills such as initiation, teamwork, leadership, cooperation, etc., thus contributing to the development of collaborative skills. While writing your paper for the given topic, you need to locate the related information, then gather that information and finally organize the content in a logical and presentable manner. This contributes to the development of reference skills or study skills among you. This exploration of information with curious and learning mindset fosters research attitude among you. Your presentation of the prepared work develops many communication competencies like classroom discourse, attending the questions, facing the audience, oral and written expression, etc. In addition to all this, seminar certainly supports the development of some of the technical skills and personality traits like confidence, body language, accepting self and others. Now, moving ahead, let us know about the process of seminar since beginning. So, first, the teacher orients about seminar and its significance to the students. He distributes the topic, forms the group and makes you to understand your roles and responsibilities since beginning till the submission of your paper. Then, based on the given guidelines, you start gathering the information through different sources, which is followed by deciding the scope of the information by outlining a limit to the whole lot of information received from various sources. Then, based on the collected information, you need to jot down the major headings and subheadings within which you want to present your topic. You need to distribute these among your group members to work upon. Based on these headings and subheadings, a rough draft is prepared. In this entire process, though your topic was limited, but all the members of the team need to look at the other aspects of the topic so as to get the holistic view of the given theme. Rough draft of the written document needs to be corrected by the teacher educator, followed by preparation of your final draft and PPT. Here I would like to specify that many a times students start their seminar directly by preparing a PPT, which may not give you the complete idea of the topic, and you may miss some major points under your main theme. Hence, it is always suggested to follow the right procedure, that first preparation of rough draft, final copy, then PPT, followed by presentation, discussion, feedback and submission. These are the topics of seminar given at the end of your CNG syllabus. So, here you need to attend any one of the topics. Prepare and present seminar paper on the following topic. So, there are total 10 topics given here. Moving ahead, let me explain you about the major headings under which you can write your seminar script for all the allotted topics. If you look into syllabus, we do not find the limited scope of these topics. So, you have some flexibility and freedom to work under these headings according to your discussion with the teacher educator. Here, I have jotted down some of the major headings and subheadings for each of the topics, which can be included in your draft of the presentation. It is a kind of index for each topic, which gives a holistic view of the entire documentation of your seminar. So, the topic 1 is Genetic Studies on Gifted Children. You can take the screenshot of your topic. Topic 2 is Intelligence Quotient versus Emotional Quotient. So, under this, whatever headings and subheadings should come, I have presented here. Topic 3 is Education of Children with Learning Disabilities. Topic 4, Thinking Skills. Topic 5, Learning Styles. Topic 6, Problems of Adolescents in Indian Context. Then topic 7, Student Diversity in the Classroom. Topic 8, Adolescents and Media Challenges in 21st Century. Topic 9, Moral Development, Character Formation and Education. And lastly, topic 10, Mental Health and Hygiene Programs in Schools. Now, let me explain about the order of content presentation with the help of the topic 2, that is IQ versus EQ. So, for each of the topic, first you need to present an introduction about the allotted topic. After introduction, it is very significant to create a mind map based on your entire topic. Mind map is a hierarchical diagram which is designed to visually organize your entire information. It is created on a single concept in the center of a blank page. Then major ideas are connected directly to the central concept and other ideas branch out from those major ideas. At the end of my presentation, I have presented a sample of mind map based on this topic too. After mind map, you need to write the whole lot of information related to the topic under the decided headings. As you can see this index here, from point number 3 to 4.8 is written information. Then you need to present the summary of at least 3 research papers related to your topic. In the later part of the video, you get a sample of the review. After writing the research review, you need to conclude your work with some relevant concluding remarks and takeaways related to the topic. In the reference section, you can add all the bibliography, list of the books, and you can directly paste the links of the websites referred by you. After references, you need to add the feedback given by your friends and teacher educator. For feedback, you can develop a simple handwritten or typed form which I have presented in the later part of the video. It is very important to attach some of the photographs or screenshots under gallery section. Finally, you need to write your reflections about your understanding, your strengths, some learning gaps while conducting the seminar. Here is a sample of a written script which you need to submit after presentation. First is the cover page with all the basic information, name of the college, semester, academic year, subject, paper code, paper, activity, topic, participants, submitted by and submitted to. Here is the index of the seminar paper. Index will give you the complete idea of the manner you need to organize the content. Your written information should go according to the order of the index. So, first is the introduction. Just after introduction, there is a mind map on the topic IQ versus EQ. After mind map, full information has to come, which I have not added due to plagiarism risk. After written information, there is a sample of the research review. So, here is the sample. How you should present your research paper summary is, first you need to write the topic of the paper as given in that research paper. Then you should write the basic information about the particular research article, that is who is the investigator or research scholar, write the name along with the year of publication of the research, the concerned university and the name of the journal in which this article is published. Then you need to write the abstract of that research paper as given in its beginning. Here in this example, I have not added that. You can add that part. Under the headings of objectives, just you need to list out the objectives as given in that study. Then methodology part, you need to mention only about the sample, population, research tool and used statistical techniques. Lastly, you need to mention the findings of the paper. Here in this section, actually most of the information is just of course copying the information from the research papers. But while copying, to certainly develop an understanding about the relevant research conducted related to your topic. Now, coming back to the format, after the research review, add your PPT printouts. Reference already I have told you. So after that you can add some of your PPTs. I have only added one slide here, right? Then this is the slide of your PowerPoint presentation. Then it is very much significant to add some of the photographs under gallery, right? Later you can mention or you can present some of the feedback forms. Here I had developed a sample of the feedback form. Here you can see the feedback forms are actually a small kind of the form which is filled by your peers. When you are presenting, your 3 peers at least and 1 supervisor, your teacher educator will fill that form. So here this form is not very much clear, but you can make out the information based on that. So first is the basic information, name of the college, semester, paper, then date, then feedback from peers. Here the first is the name of the presenter, then topic, then subtopic. Down is the feedback heading under which 4 points can be written by your peers. Then the questions which are asked by your peers can be placed here. Then the peer assessment is also possible to bring about in the same format, where content coverage is of 5 marks, organization 5 marks, presentation 5 marks, PPT slides and videos 5 marks. Then finally, name of the student, teacher or peer who has filled the form, then the signature of the concerned person. So that is here total of 20 marks. Dear students, these marks may contribute or may not contribute to the assessment of your performance, but surely with the help of these marks and with the help of the feedback from your peer and from your teacher educator, surely you are going to learn a lot. So dear students, this was all about seminar presentation. It is just an overview of seminar. You can create and add a lot of academic aesthetics according to your discussion with your teacher educator. Thank you. Happy learning.